APE. APE in 3D. A 1976 release, 2017 remaster HD and 3D. A 1 hour and 27-minute film. 2.35 to 1 aspect ratio, so you will get the black bars at the top and the bottom if you're watching this on a television set. DTS sound. This is directed by Paul Letter, starring the lovely Strawberry Blonde Joanna Kearns. You might recognize her. She's Marilyn in this movie, but she might recognize her from Growing Pains. Rod Arantes as Tom. You might recognize him from several Days of Our Lives and several other TV shows here in America. And he was on the cover of TV Guide. I think it was 1989. I can't remember. And starring Alex Nicole as Colonel Davis, a crusty, bitter guy that's here he is in Seoul, Korea. So listen, here's the thing. I normally tell you about the film first, okay? But if I do that, I'm going to lose you. I'm here to tell you about 3D. And I'm not going to tell you all about 3D right now, but I want to give you this little teaser because I don't want you to go away. The 3D in this film is phenomenal. The 3D in this film is 5 out of 5 stars. I'm going to tell you that right up front. Okay, there you go. So stick around. We're going to discuss the 3D in a minute. But first, we're going to talk about this film. See Ape defy the jaws of a giant shark. See Ape destroy a teeming city. See Ape demolish an ocean liner. And see Ape vanquish a monster reptile. Look, this is about an ape, a 36-foot tall ape. Okay, this film came out 2 months before De Laurentiis's King Kong. In fact, this was called The New King Kong until RKO Pictures got wind of it and filed a $1.5 million lawsuit against this film, a film that had $23,000 budget and was filmed in 14 days. This is a peachy, campy, Killer Tomatoes type film, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes type film. If you like that, you're going to be entertained. It's so bad that it's good. Bad ape suit, a lot of toys in here, toy helicopters, toy boats, things on strings, things like that. There's no narrative here. There's no narrative to follow. The soundtrack is awful. And the sound effects are awful. Some of the sets are good. When he's walking through the city, I'm surprised how good some of the buildings look, things like that. They get the scale off a lot. Look, this film opens up with a billing to thanks to the United States Army, Korean Airlines, and a thanks to a Korean symphony, which I'm sure you're hearing here. And so it sounds like it's got like top billing. But it doesn't take long to get into this film and you realize what you're watching. It is a cult classic. There are some lines in this film that are just going to crack you up. And it is definitely 70s. I mean, I don't want to spoil it for you. I don't want to spoil how bad the shark is, which you're going to notice something about the shark, right? I don't want to spoil how bad the snake is. I don't want to spoil that 20-second scene for you. I don't want to spoil how bad the ocean liner toy boat is. I don't want to spoil that for you. The sets are pretty good that he's walking through. This 70s line, the 70s, here's a little bit of the story. I mean, he's 36 foot tall. That's all he is. He's a 36 foot tall ape. He's not a giant King Kong by any means. The ape suit's terrible. And so they're bringing this thing in a ship. They're bringing ape in a ship. By the way, ape stands for Attacking Primate Monster. Attacking Primate Monster. That's right. They had to go with that. They're bringing ape in a boat, and they're going to take him around the world. They're going to show him off. They're actually going to put him in Disneyland. The guy actually says that. Yeah, we're going to take him to Disneyland. He actually says that. There's some, it's PG, but there's some cuss words, some no shit and things like that in here. This is the 70s, man. This is the 70s. I mean, so here's Marilyn. She's coming to do a film in Seoul, South Korea. The ape gets off the boat and then starts destroying this city. Marilyn's coming in. Joanna Kearns is coming in to film a movie, an American actress. And her extremely horny boyfriend, Rod Arance, is coming to meet her there. Let me tell you, this is the 70s, man. This is free sex. You got 5 minutes, let's go screw. I mean, that's the narrative here on this movie between these two. It's just crazy. Even the director, like, she came to star in a movie, and they're filming her in a rape scene. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. It's just so unpolitically correct. But that was the 70s. And so she's getting there to film a movie, and APE's starting to trench through the town. You got Alex Nicole here, the colonel. He doesn't believe anything. He thinks these giant footprints are them trying to film this movie for this American actress. Can't be a giant monster out there. Just can't be. Can't be no monster out there. His whole part's taking place in his office, answering phones, yelling, screaming. And then there's kind of like a heartfelt thing. And of course, you know, what happens? The ape grabs the girl. You've got that animatronic giant hand in here. You got some fake furry legs in here. You got the people running through the streets and screaming. Hideous soundtrack, absolutely hideous. Repeat screams that'll just drive you crazy. Crunching papers, burning buildings. So now, enough of that. Enough of that. It's so bad, it's good. Let's get into the 3D. Why is the 3D 5 out of 5 stars? The 3D is phenomenal. The 3D is filmed in stereoscopic 3D. Stereoscopic. It's as 3D Bunker would say, it's the only way to film 3D. I don't know if he said it that way, but it's his best 3D is stereoscopic. Filmed in stereoscopic. Perfect parallax. Great depth. Pop outs like you will not believe. You're going to get arrows coming right out of the screen, bouncing off your glasses. You're going to get rocks coming right out of the screen. You're going to get gun barrels sticking out right up to your eyeballs. You're going to get everything. Just this is done. And they're purposely shooting it at the camera. In fact, there is a scene in here where Ape grabs the giant snake and tosses the giant snake. This is how bad this is. It actually hits the camera, shakes the 3D camera. They left it in there. There's actually, I heard it, there's somebody that says cut. I mean, but that's how, you know, look, but the 3D is fantastic. If you're a 3D aficionado and you like things popping out of the screen, if you like flaming arrows flying out of screen, if you like rocks flying out of screen, if you like arms and hands and things sticking out of screen and gun barrels coming out to your feet, it's crazy good. Crazy 3D good. Movie sucks. Okay? But it's so bad, it's good. You're going to get some good laughs. And let me tell you something. Have you ever seen an ape flip off a helicopter? Yeah, it happens. Okay, so that is my take on Ape. Ape is going to get the movie 2 out of 5 stars. 2 out of 5 stars. I'm going to give it 2 because I was entertained. I laughed. I like the lovely Joanna Kerns in here. And you get that classic interaction between the gorilla and the girl. 2 out of 5 stars for the movie. 5 out of 5 stars for the 3D. So what did you think? Did you see it? Did you see it in 1976? Did you see it in the theaters? Did you see it in 3D in the theaters? Did you see it in 2D? Leave some comments below. Let me know if you plan on picking this up. And you know, it's not even on International Movie Database. It's 8% audience approval score on Rotten Tomatoes. Critics haven't even chimed in. But whatever good points are said about this, it's said about the 3D. And that's why I had to review this. Okay? Leave some comments below. Let me know your thoughts on this. Hopefully you'll pick it up, check it out. I got a lot more reviews coming up. I want you to stay safe. Have a great night. As always, God bless.